This conference will now be recorded.
Anyone? So which is nothing but performs are logical more than two or more than two functions like that we have seen in the Excel. So here also performs are logical and on two expressions. It expresses on means it works on two expressions in this Tableau. But and we used in that Excel multiple logical tests. Okay, what are that? For example, if I take mm, I'll take like the sum of sales, and then I'll take any of the other things. Category data, so we'll take subcategory, and I'll make it this in this right side also as a text values like this. Okay, so now I'll just ask you a small question. Okay, just I'll ask you a small question here. So what is that question is nothing but if I have wherever accessories I want like phones or electricals. Appliance means I can say furnitures, home furnitures like this. Art means drawings. So like this different words if I want to reset. Okay, so how and all I can use it, or it would like if I have any other datas how and all I can use that. Okay, so if I want to use this we can take it from here, and how and all I can use. I'll tell you, for example, even this data is not perfect for that person. So like how I will take, let's see here, I'll take this state and I'll take this is very slow today. This map we don't want it, we will take like this. So create a data like this. Okay, so where I'm having the categories and all the states in this place. I'm having all the categories and all the states in this place. Taken. Once if you take, and I'll drag and drop the sales into this place. Taken. Okay, so now just I'll take a function here. Just I'll come down. I'll create a calculated field here. So I'm going to use that and functions in a different way. So where which one we have not used previously. So remember that how we have used and function in the Excel, that okay, but Excel what we have used that and functions is for multiple, but here we are not going to use like that. Just I'm going to use in a different manner. See, first I'll show you what is the use of a single and functions. Yes, I'll show you this right side also. I'll just take AND function. Okay, performs a logical conjunction on two expressions. As I told you already, what I told in Excel we used to do multiple, but here we can do is on two, only two expressions. So as if I take like if sum of sales uh, like you can say greater than 10,000 and and I'm going to give continuing. So I'm giving multiple conditions. If sum of sales are greater than 10,000 and one more conditions. Mm, sum of profit are greater than 1,50,000, right? 15,000, 1,50,000. So if sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh and if sum of profits are greater than 1 lakh, okay, so how I can use these functions? Okay, so then we are going to take this one, and then if sum of sales is greater than 10,000 and sum of profit are greater than 1 lakh, then we'll see good and end. Some error are there. If sum of sales are greater than 10,000, I given a comma here. Okay. So is that clear what I taken here? So let me first confirm with the data. So first let me have some data like together like that. No, all are like 1,000 ranges only. Okay. Sum of profit also will take. I take this out and I take this in because the large data are there. We don't want a large data. So take like this. So if sum of sales are greater than 1 lakh, I'll give one more zero, 1 lakh, and sum of profits are greater than 1,50,000. So let me first confirm is there any data like that? Okay, if it is there like that, then I should get as good. Okay, I'm ending the function there itself. I'm just giving apply. I'm explaining one more time. You see, if sum of sales are greater than 1 lakh and sum of profit are greater than 1,50,000. So both rule has to apply. So I'm giving two conditions. So they have to pass in maths and they have to pass in English. When they pass in both, then they are passed. If not, they are failed. Like that, I given two conditions. One is sum of sales for this much greater than and sum of profits are greater than this much. So then what it has to give that ending text, and I give apply and OK. I take double click. So can you see here which and all false true and which and all false under false? How many are right based on that whatever the conditions are given? Can anyone explain me the condition I given right in that which are false? How many are right or how many are wrong? So wrong is going on more or less. At least tell me how many conditions are correct. Means what is the values I'm getting? Greater than sum of
I'm
values greater
getting
than one. Yeah, tell me what you're getting.
sir, I'm getting the calculation content there are.
Contains error.
If I click on
Okay,
apply.
just check
Yeah.
it out. Any commas or any full stops, any double open bracket, double close brackets you are given. If you can't able to find out, just drop that screenshot in our group.
Even I am not getting that number, so I'm getting ABC, ABC. Same.
Numbers you are not getting, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so others anyone? Okay, so whatever here I am having blue or null, and I have only three things. Okay, I'll show you again. See here, just closing everything. Take sum of sales and sum of profit. And I'm making into this in the show me as a textual format. That is nothing but label format, and I take subcategory also here. How you created like this? I swapped and I created a chart like this. This one already we have done many times. You done this one, ma?
No, sir, I'm doing.
Yeah, do it, do it. Okay, I got some error. You, okay. No, 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 no. I changed it because we are having a lot of records. I have removed the state. All are good. One is null. Okay, right. Because you would have given some values, numbers in that formula different. Who is this? P Raju. That means
Yes, sir.
yes, right, ma. But tell me the value. What you given in the formula? You check. You understanding what I'm telling? You just click on this, no, ma. The formulas what you created here. You just click on this formula and edit. You give right click on that. Just edit that formula. You see what is the value given. Sum of sales greater than how much you are given, and sum of profit greater than how much you are given. Okay, yours is right. Formula is not wrong, but something values you are given less or greater than like that. Because of that, only one null remaining are good. It is coming. Fatima, what about yours?
Sir, I'm doing, sir.
Yeah. Others, others who all have done, please send me the screenshot. Okay, good. Who's this? Maria Shilpa, right? Okay,
Yes,
Meghana.
sir.
Good, ma, good, good. Very good. Everyone are doing. I thought simply you're not just you're not talking. No, I thought something like you was just attending. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Who is this Manvi Tanwar? Just replace the screen. Remove the cover. The text is same like that only. Mm, mm,
Okay, sir, okay.
and three. Okay, good. What is your condition? What you are given, Manvi? Like greater than, lesser than what you are given?
So it's I've given it as 1 lakh, sir.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Right, right. Whatever you want, you
Yes.
give, not a problem. But I want the result. Okay, null, null, null. Okay, okay, okay. Very good, very good, very good. Nice, nice. So when I drag and drop that ACC and here in this place, can you see what is happening here? Where and all I'm having good 1, 2, 3. So do you remember, if I have null value, I told you to do something. Okay, what formula I can use instead of that null? I want to make it like good is okay. For null, that means we can make it as loss, uh, or else we can like please improve like something. Okay, so like what is the formula? Tell me. If I want to make that null values into a different word, good is already there, like performing good, well performing, whatever it is. If I want to make that these are all greater than 1 lakh and whatever I given are well performing, but whatever falls under that, which has not falls under that criteria what I mentioned, like 1 lakh or 1 lakh 50,000 remaining these null values. Okay, so I want to make it as like well performing, that they are all performing very well, are well performing well, so better luck for next time like that. I want this should not be in the null value or null, it should be giving like well performing. So which function I can use? Can anyone? Please, can anyone tell me? Just check your class notes, whether I told that function or not. I remember that I told
Else,
else. Okay, if I have null value,
else
which
if
formula? Else if. Okay, show me, try with else if and show me others. I, if I have null, okay, okay, what you do telling is right. So starting 1 second. Sorry, ma. Okay, tell me. Else if, okay, what you told that else if, right? Like same function, if you are using here, the same function what you're using, right? The else if function here in this place, if I use end instead of end, else if I use, I can give some condition, but what I wanted, I don't want to use else if in this place. Else if later I will ask that question. Else if later again. Okay, okay, okay. Else if only you tell me. So else if again, if you are answering this one now, again one more question I'll give you. Else if well performing.
So, but why else if, sir? Only else is also fine.
Yeah, else if one more condition you can take, else is also fine, if null also is fine. We have many functions. It's based on your, but instead of else, if, then, else if we can use, or else also we can use, or then we have used, so we can use end it also. We use else, what happens? Just here, like it makes like it is ending.
Sir,
Yes.
again we have to type everything, sir.
No, you edit it off also, not a problem. Like just see, just click on this under arrow mark, just click on this edit, remove of the end function, give your else or else if or if null. Okay, you can just take the function. I can use one is this one, apply. Okay. Okay, so one is like this. In the same place, one more function we can use, if null, because else if and all we have used. If null we have used, I think I already told you that one. Edit, I remove this one to show you that else if, sorry, if null, I remove this one, apply. Again I create here one more function. Okay, if null, if null, expression is nothing but, and expression 2 is nothing but, uh, clear. So it can be done or not, but anyone, we can do it like this or not. Anything or if null, any places I want to make that null values into performing good, I can directly write there also. If not, if I'm done a many large data, for that large data, if I'm having some error, so that time we can do is this one. If any L or null values are that, that null values I want to make it like this. Null are like performing goods. This is and one, so where I now used if null, and this if null where I use the both like good and performing it both options.
Sir, I'm getting calculation contains errors, sir.
Why ma send me that photo? What function you are using?
The
Mm,
and one, sir.
and
The
one
first time I
error.
did it, professor, then again you told that performing well, no, sir. That one is not
Okay.
coming.
If sum of sales greater than a value and sum of profit greater than a value, then good. I ended the formula there itself. Fatima, you are right. Okay. Fatima, use if null formula here.
Yes, sir.
Just try ma. Send a photo. Who got error?
So what is SQL formula?
If null
As
equals and expression one is and. Miss not equals. Sorry, I will be using equals right because Excel I do more here. Okay, so if null, okay, open bracket, that and function you take this one. Okay, this one you take. If you take this one, comma, then expression one will be and comma expression two will be nothing but performing good or well performing, whatever it is. Uh, who is this ma? Okay, okay, you got and function. Please,
Yes.
if null function, because if null functions we used to use more whenever we have get error. Okay, so what happens, right? In that place, I'm going to give only one condition. That's it. I'm not going to give any condition. I have only one condition. Okay, other I don't have any other options. Okay, in that place, what I can give is I can use this if null functions. If I have get null, so when I perform like two formulas like that, it will be easy for me.
Sir, this one I got, sir. The AND function I got it, but I'm not getting that performing good one, sir.
Okay, performing good one is nothing but if null function, this one. If null, open bracket, you are taking the and, close bracket, comma, performing good.
Okay, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Mm, get it right? Just save it. 1 second. Hello? Mm. Sorry, ma. So everyone have got? Anybody missing? Means anyone are not getting that formula? Clear, right? So just think me that I have in this logical functions, we have used and functions, else functions we have used, else if we have used, and the end function also used, if we have used, if null we have used in all the places. Okay, so the remaining functions then also we have used, right? Then we have used or not? Hello? Unmuted or not?
Yes, sir, we have used it.
Yeah. When function, this one. What will be the difference? Just you think in this, what will be different when I'm giving like sum of profit is greater than 10,000, then this should be there. When sum of graphics means starting only, if I do whatever the function, for example, here we'll create a calculated field. See, I'll show you all the functions. Wherever you want, you can use it however you wanted. So it's based on your requirement, which function you are using, and how which function makes it very easier to do that. So when is nothing but what? Returns the first value that matches the expression and returns the corresponding return. Okay, so whatever that first values are there, if it just matches and returns that corresponding return, what will be the next value that will be returning? For example, they taken case Roman numerical whatever, when 1 is then 1, when 2 then 2 is and 3. Understanding? So they are using this when function in the function of case. When they're using case function, they are using this what? When function. Case numerical, when this Roman letter then 1, when this two Roman letters then 2, else that is 3. Understanding? So for example, how we can make is this one? uh, what will make it? One second, I'll take off this null one. If null, I'll remove it off, and here I'll make some changes in this and function itself, as we have already done. I'll make it like else uh, else if, okay, what is the error? Sum of is greater than and this is then good. Else okay, and okay, I'm applying this. So let me have a one single function like this, and I want to create one more also. So for example, edit if sales are greater than 1,150. Okay, even this also I'll make it like 50,000. Anything are there? Okay, I'll make it as 1 lakh only. Apply this. I wanted one more field empty. I'm trying to compromise that one. Anybody is going in the meeting and again coming back inside. I'm getting the notification sound. Like this. Let's okay. So now what I will do? I'll create this. Create calculated field. Case and when function. Okay. Case in case. Okay. For example, you'll take and function and when, okay, in case that and when good. Okay, in case if in the and function some things are good and good, then it can be turned as um, best, excellent. Okay. So case and when good. Okay, in this case, in the and formula, whatever, then when you have good, then it is excellent. Is that clear? Again, when uh, okay, then best. Okay, and then else first, and I'm ending the function. Apply. Okay. So in this and, okay, so instead of that and we can take like sum of sales greater than like then after also very length functions. So for example, sum of profits are greater than 50,000, this one, sum of sales are this one, like that, anything we can take it. I'm having this, and whatever we have created good or okay, based on that I'm taking this one. Can you see some error is there in this function? Just let me check it out and edit it here. Edit. Okay, case and when good, then it is excellent. When it is okay, then best. This I'll apply again once. Now you can see these changes. So now I'm getting this much excellent and this much excellent and this much just. But before here I got error. Can you tell me why I'm getting error for all this? Means worst. I'm getting worst for all this. I told good, okay, three conditions. See here. In the case, in the edit, case, in case and when it is contains good, then excellent. In case if the and contains okay, then best. In case the and contains uh, that both, if that not contains both, then worst. Okay, but I'm getting all are worst, so that means I'm not containing anything good in that, and that means if I'm not getting anything contains okay in the and, why I'm getting everything as worst here? Can anyone explain me? And I showed you that also. I made other changes, I showed you why I'm getting everything or worst.
So because of the criteria and.
Criteria and, no, I taken and. Okay, in case and when contains good, then excellent. In case and when contains okay, then best. In case if not anything, worst, I told. But I have good in the and, but I'm getting worst. I have okay in the and, but I'm getting worst. I don't have best in that. Means if I don't have anything, it has to come worst. But it is saying I don't have both. Then what I should get? Clear? No, anyone tell me that why? I want just small information. Why that?
Because at the end you have L, at the end you have written burst.
Okay, okay. So actually, what is that actual thing is, because the case function matches the case. Okay, exact case should be there. When I say here in the and good is for capital, okay, it matches the exact letters that. Case function matches that exact match. Exact match is nothing but however you use the function inside this. The good G capital remaining everything small, it has to match the same thing. Is that clear? Now you just give apply, see what is happening. Where I'm getting good excellent, where I am getting okay best. Because the spelling means that text does not matches that criteria or conditions or expressions whatever I have given inside the and due to that I'm having this error. Getting? Okay. So what you do, one more simple I'll show you for you this. If it is difficult to understand, I'll show you one more thing very simple. Wait, I'll take off this and also. I'll take this one also. Okay, and let it subcategory be there, and I'll take this profit also on sales also. So now I create this, I will edit this for you this. See, for example, right click and case function I'm taking. If you're not understanding, first understand only the case functions. Okay, means very small of case, not one, very small case. Okay, I think we will edit of this one. Right click, edit. I'll erase the same thing. I'm editing that erase case. Okay, subcategory. This is what subcategory. In case in the subcategory, when anything is there like when like something is like phone, when phone comes, okay, then it has to come me like as telephone or cell phone. And functions. Okay. So now what does this formula means? Can anyone explain me what this formula does? What is the meaning of this formula? Whatever I written that formula, right? What is the meaning of this formula?
Whenever we have the term phone, it should be replaced by telephone.
Wherever we have that word phone, that will be replaced as telephone. So once if I give backspace, this is the problem. Yes, subcategory when phone, then cell phone, and I have end the function. As I told you, whenever I'm having inside the subcategory something, when phone comes, then it has to be as cell phone. Apply. Okay. So where you got that function? Case I take this one. So can you see? I'm getting for all null. Why? Because why? Okay, you tell me why I'm getting for everything null. I done a small mistake.
It,
Can you tell me anything here? I'm showing a screen also.
it's phone.
Sir,
Yes,
it's
it's phone.
phones.
Yes, yes, it's phones. So already I told you matching the sentence or exact are very important because of this one. Because of that one, we are having that particular error. Clear? Okay. So let it be this one, and I'll take this one out, and I'll take order date here. So order date, I'll make it as quarters. More custom. I make this month, day, year. Apply. Okay. And I take subcategory. Let it be there. Not a problem. Like this. So I taken subcategory and I taken order date both together. Okay. So next function I want you to understand is if I'm doing based on the date, create date. So the function I'm going to do is date. The function I'm going to do is what? Is date. Okay. So always whenever you do the function, just you can read it here. So you can do it without my help. You don't need to just when I say the function. Okay. Even I used to refer whenever I use new one. So when is date, if that example, whatever the date I'm mentioning, if that particular date are presented here, then it false true. If not, it returns as false. Okay. So is date or is quarter or is week, is weekend, whatever you wanted. Okay, for example is date, whatever date I mentioned here. Okay, if it is not that, then what happens? For example, I take the first date only. um Abstract, I'll do turn off a January. Can you see is date? If I have January 3 2012, apply. Okay, so I take this one and drag and drop it in this place. So can you see here, I'm getting only one place. There is nothing but the first one, whatever the date I'm getting. False, false, and only for the January 3. I'm not getting in any other places that particular thing. I'm getting only one place. So that is for what date I have mentioned. Only for that particular date I'm getting this. Again, if I edit that, again I do right click. Again, if I edit that, okay. So if I go for is year, okay. So is year if I take, so I have to see how many of the years are there first. Okay, I'll take this year function only. I'll give us like is year. Okay, so that year or date, whatever I mentioned, like I'll mention like what, January 2012, January 3 2012. So I can make it like January 2012. If in January is first month, I think. Okay, and third. Okay, I'm entering the date in the wrong format. I'll make it like January 3 12. So, what is error? Is error being called with string? Did you mean date time? Is it being called with a string? Did you mean date and time? If I use the string, it should not come January 3. January means first month, right? First,
Yes, sir.
yeah, and first month and third date, and that is something about 2012. You can see this calculation may change the following sheet in one. Apply. Okay, wait a second, wait a second. We are not getting this as a date. So I will take is date like order date, or I'll take that is date as more function what we have created. Is date. That's my string. Okay, this is not coming. Delete it. We will create once again. Because that format, if we make changes here in this place, that could be also problem sometime. Okay, create calculated field is date. So everything are there, but it is taking because the date format is not there in this particular format. We're having that in that textual format. We are having that date in the textual format. We are not having that in that numerical format. Okay, so that is the one reason why we are not getting, and we can't take this one and all ISO quarters and all. Okay, like quarter one, quarter two, this one we can take. So this we are having in the format because we are not having that date, month, in the number format. We are having in the textual, like day, month, year is are in that textual formats. If I have enter everything in that like numerical format, then we will get the error. So we are not having the data in that particular order. That's why we are having this issue here. Okay, so I'll just remove this one here. Okay, again we have to extract data, or else we have to make the changes in this. Like this. Okay, we'll change off this. We'll remove this one. Okay, if you I will give you one more data. Okay, that data will be like coffee chain. One more data like coffee chain and data will be there. Okay, that data will be suitable for this one because in that I have data without months, means the textual format. So that will be used for this one. So that I will show you that. Okay, so next we will see R function and not function in this only. R. So what is R is nothing but performs a logical disjunction on two expressions. If and or not is the main four logical functions we can say. If and or not. Okay. So if expression 1 or expression 2, then we have to end it. So What if used already when? So same places or why it is used. For example, if uh, sum of sales greater than 50,000 or sum of sales is 50,000 or uh, sum of profit are greater than 1 lakh, okay, then going fine. And I'm ending the function here. Okay, so what is the difference between the previous functions? Whatever we have seen that if and what is the difference between or? Can anyone explain me what is the difference between and or?
So in or, I guess either of the statement must suffice the condition, and in and both the statements must be true in order to execute
Very,
it.
very, very, very good, very good, very good. So and what is nothing but which contains all that already I told in the Excel, all that conditions whatever I given, if all meets, then only the result will be true. But in this or, if I given two expressions, if any one or comes, either sum of the sales are greater than 50,000 or sum of profit are greater than 1 lakh, then going fine. In the board, any one should be fine. So for example, apply and okay. So now if I take here, so either the sum of sales and sum of profit, whatever I given that are, I'll give you this one, all are going fine. So here I am having one rule or here one more rule. So if anything one side, if I make this, for example, sum of sales. So again I'll edit the function to show you. Edit sum of sales if it is greater than 50,000. So here sum of profit is greater than 1 lakh, any one. For example, this not comes 1 lakh, what profit, it is not greater than 1 lakh, but sum of sales you see it is greater than 50,000. So if I make it like 80,000, apply, then you can see going fine, going fine, going fine here and here and all you are having null because it not falls on both like that. Sum of sales should be greater than 80,000, okay, and sum of profit should be at least greater than 1 lakh. So in this case what happens, it comes like this. Okay, so if I make it like 50, again 5 lakh, I'm getting all everything are fine. So any one, either this side or that side, if it is there, it is fine. That's what I'm coming to say. I give 80 null. Can you see here this null value? What happens here? Okay, the sum of profit should be greater than 1 lakh. At least sum of profit should be greater than 1 lakh. No. Okay, at least sum of sales should be greater than 80,000. That also no. So both are false under wrong. So where I'm getting null. Okay, so what I'll do, else if or else I say concaves. I do apply and okay. Okay, so can you see here? You're understanding what is that or? And is nothing but whatever that two expressions I given, that both should meet, then only I'll get that true. Or is nothing but I given two expressions in that any one, if it is meets also, it's okay for that, means it will be true. Is it clear for both means all of them? What is the difference between the and or? Is it clear? Again I create one more function. Else not, sorry, what is the function of the not function, misuse of the not function? There's nothing but if not. So totally opposite. So when it says right, okay, it says wrong. If true means false, false means true. Okay. So when I are not having anything, so if else if you are saying right, same like that, instead of I can use what not functions in a big formulas. Then or not is null as date in IFF if null if and else if case and Zn. So almost are over. And next anything is else, this is Zn. So that then we have data we have to see first, because some data will work for one more data. So that is nothing but that file I'll give you that size of that. Returns the expression if it is not null, otherwise it returns 0. For example, Zn expressions, I'll show you very clearly this one. Okay, so it is used. See, when I say I'll remove all this one, this I'll remove. Okay, of profit, sum of sales, subcategory. Let's take this now. Okay, I create this one. See here, I create a calculated field. Okay, so just I'll give you like Zn only I'll give. First, I'll create why we have to use Zn. I'll tell you. Okay, if sum of sales greater than 1 lakh, then good. You just think like this. I'm giving like this. Okay, then ending the functions. Here itself. So only I'm taking that. What happened? Good. Okay. Okay. Then 1 lakh first. Then okay, I'm taking if the sum of sales are greater than 1 lakh, then good. I just apply and I'll remove the profit. I don't want profit. Okay. I take this. What is that function I get taken? What is the name of that I given? Zn, right? I take this Zn. Okay. So Zn, I make it in that aggregations here in this place. Can you see? Good, null. Okay, so when I don't want to show this null at all. If there any chart, if I take this chart like any values here, I don't want to show this null here. Okay, I want to give any values for that. So nullity is nothing but 0. Okay, I'm showing that nothing is there in that place. Okay, the same functions I can edit it by giving Zn before that.
Sir, I'm getting error. The calculation contains error.
Which one, ma?
This one, sir, 2L.
Uh, the sum of sales greater than 10 lakh, that one, so 1 lakh,
Yes, sir.
no, why, that's very simple one, right? See here, getting? Getting,
No,
Nama?
sir.
That's very easy one. No, if space sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh, then good. I'm ending the function there itself.
Sir, I didn't type that.
No, see here, if no, what error you're getting? I'm not understanding. See, because it's very easy. Send me that. Send me that. Okay, send me that. I'll see that. What is that error? If sum of sales is space greater than 10 lakh, then good end. And I'm taking subcategory and profit.
Sir, I got it.
Sorry, sales. You got it right. Yeah. So now if I use that zinc function, Zn function, okay. So Zn function is sometimes used to remove whatever null values are there in the tableau. Like it shows that in a zeros. Whatever there is that null values are there right here, this null, okay, it will show as a zero in these places. Okay, so that is what the use of the Zn. Okay, so I take for example, I take this one, sum of sales only I take zinc sum of sales. But here what happens if I give, okay, so this one I'll take it here. So can you see here, wherever I'm having that zero, no, not at all, I'm not having in any places zero, but wherever if I have zero, that zinc value will say that. So for example, if I have null, that null will be represent as a zero. For example, I'll show you here. If I'm having sum of sales, sum of sales are many values like this, 85, 96, something are there. Some places I'm having zero here. Okay, so if before that formula, if I add, so this zeros and all based on the formula, it will say as null. It says what? Null. Okay, when if I add Zn before this function, that zinc function, so that is nothing but Zinc, zinc function. Okay, so zinc functions will turn this null values as a zero value, whatever this. Okay, for example, when I say like uh, greater than 50,000, some values and all will not fall under the category at all. Some values and all will not fall under that category also. Okay, so when I don't, if I want to show that, so it's not falls under that category, it's not below that category, so I don't want null, but it should show that actually what is that value. Instead of showing that null, I want it should show as a what is that actual value. So at that place we use this Zn functions. Clear? For this Zn functions, all this and all, I'll give you a different data which supports all the criteria in that place. Okay, so I have one more data because some data where I have many files in the data, some formulas will work for this data and some formulas will work for one more data. Let's see that first. Let me confirm that I have all the data in this place. product sales also is two datas. Just one second. Okay, I have kept somewhere that particular file. Mm, no, ma. I kept somewhere. Just I'll find that data. With that data, we can do it very easily because we don't have any null values in our data set. Here I can show you that. And null values is not there, and data format is in a difference for us. So here we are having minimum one values and maximum this much values. So we don't have any null values. So having null value things, based on that, I'll tell you that. Okay. Let's be this one. So remaining and case, else if, else, end function, if null, okay, and not, or, then, when. All these functions are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So previously, whatever you have done, that functions like upper, lower, ASCII, character, contains, ends with, starts with, find ends, is date, and what and all was there? Length, mid, minimum, maximum, replace, trim functions. All these are clear, right? Okay. So
Yes,
another
sir.
two, three functions. Yeah, another some two, three functions will be there. That's what. After that, the formulas will be ended. So next we'll be having different concept on this Tableau, like mapping, drilling, like that, and all will be different concepts. Okay. Where I keep the data. Okay. Let me like check it out and tell you. Where is your attendance file? Yeah. Mm, Microsoft is not activated. In one day, how many problems has raised? When is our last class? It is on second, third also we have class,
Friday,
right?
sir.
Okay, third I think you are not taking attendance. screenshot I taken and the recordings are there. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday holiday. So 6th today. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 13. Okay, so 13 plus 6 is 19. Okay. Okay. So tell me the attendance, ma.
Present,
Prajna,
present, sir.
Varshika, Varshika, Indo,
Present, sir.
Pooja,
Present, sir.
Sanjana,
Present, sir.
Sarik Dawood,
Present, sir.
Sajal Sharma, Sajal Sharma, Chaitra V,
Present, sir.
Anjana,
Present, sir.
Sultana,
Present, sir.
Akila Fatima,
Present, sir.
Harmain,
Present, sir.
Viba,
Present, sir.
Manavi,
Present, sir.
Shita,
Present, sir.
Maria, Maria, Maria
Present,
Purnima
sir.
Kalpa, Meghana,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Smita.
Present, sir.
How many present, ma? We say that present 3 times. 1 second. Smita present. I have very bad network. Varshika present, sir. I am present. Varshika, Varshika. Okay.
So Sajal
So
Sharma present.
Varshika is present. She has put it in
Varshika.
the chat box.
So Sajal Sharma is also present.
Okay. Oh my God. Amazing. 18. Good. Continue this. Ah, okay. So that remaining some 1 or 2 formulas are there that we will complete in our next session and we'll go for the another concept. Okay. Clear? Okay. Bye all.